Kia ora, and welcome to Friday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect Aotearoa. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz. And today we lead with news. Financial markets may be moving on from the US-Iran deal, but commodity markets are noting that Iran will now have the opportunity to charge for transit fees but no tolls after a key US concession. The Memorandum of Understanding is signed. In the US, jobless claims dipped slightly last week to 219,500, but about at the rate expected and what seasonal factors would have indicated. There are now just under 1.7 million people on these benefits, marginally less than a year ago. And the Philly Fed factory survey recovered in June after the poor report for May, but only to a level below its 2026 average. These firms said prices paid moved up, while prices they got for their goods dipped. Meanwhile, the US Conference Board's leading index rose marginally in May, and this metric suggests it may be coming to the end of its long-term downtrend that started in 2022. In Canada, producer prices are up 13.6% in May from a year ago, with 1.2% of that coming in the latest month. Of course, most of this was energy-related. In fact, raw material costs were up 33% from a year ago within the overall result. And there was a lot of central bank action overnight, all timed to follow the US Fed. Taiwan held its policy rate unchanged at 2%, as expected. Indonesia hiked again, up 25 basis points to 5.75%, quickly following last week's out-of-cycle emergency hike to support their currency. And the Central Bank of England held unchanged at 2.75%, with 2 of their 9 members wanting a hike. The Swiss Central Bank held at 0%, the Norwegian Central Bank held at 4.25%, and the Swedish Central Bank held at 1.75% a day ago. All these came after last week's 25 basis point rise by the ECB. And global container freight rates surged another 12% last week to be 21% higher than this time last year. There were increases in all major routes, but the China-EU trade got the biggest hit. Meanwhile, bulk cargo rates fell 8% over the past week, but are 36% higher than year-ago levels. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 4.44%, down 2 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold has retreated another $44 from yesterday to be $4,229 an ounce. Silver's down another $2 at $66 an ounce. And oil prices are down $1 from yesterday at just under $75.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just over $78.50 a barrel and down 50 cents. Hormuz transits are picking up, with 13 crude or product tankers exiting over the past 24 hours and 13 entering for new loads. The Kiwi dollar is down 60 basis points from this time yesterday at 57.6 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're down 30 basis points at 82 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're unchanged, though, at just under 50.2 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just over 61.3, which is down 50 basis points from yesterday. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $62,623 and down 5.1% from yesterday. Volatility of the past 24 hours has been high at just under plus or minus 3%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.